Good morning, Tux. I've actually already told him good morning.
I feel like the worst mom ever right this minute. His tail was caught in the door. I thought he was getting bit by something or one of the other cats had upset him. But it's not kinked and he'll let me touch it and he doesn't care. So it's not, it didn't feel good, but he's not, I didn't break it. It's not hurt. I don't know. I couldn't figure out what was wrong because usually when he gets mad, he's mad at another cat. And then we've got all kinds of things that bite around here. So I was just confused. But if he's willing to eat within 2 minutes after it, I'm going to assume that he's not in continued pain and that he's okay. I'll keep an eye on his tail though. Oh, I feel horrible. I feel absolutely horrible. Poor mom. He's trying to do, well, I really need to not bring out both bowls at the same time. And I knew I needed both, you know, more hands, and I would say that may have contributed to that happening because I was having so much trouble shutting the door and focusing on not dropping the bowls. So I'll go back to bringing one out at a time. Hi, Morris. Artie's like, I'll just be over here, Mom, so that I don't, you know, get in the way of whatever that mess was that happened. He'll go eat in a minute. It's about 20 minutes later, and I cleaned the blue fountain over there and the oriental white fountain through the flowers there. Changed all the kitty water. Pulled a small amount of stilt grass. Pulled leaves out of plant pots. And now I'm back here checking on Tuxie. As you can see, his tail looks normal, so I guess no harm, no long-lasting harm, and he's not mad at me. That was not a good way to start the morning. He's such a good boy. I did refresh the 2 bird baths, what I call bird baths, in the front yard. And I walked around a bit to see how soft or firm things were. And I got to tell you, even in this sloped part of the yard, it's still pretty soft. It's not so soft you're afraid you're going to fall, just even walking a couple steps. But it's too soft to mow or even get in there where the ferns are and try to pull stilt grass today, in my opinion. I was thinking about pulling stilt grass, feeling good enough to get out there and do that. I also like to tell you, while I'm willing to put on bug spray, the mosquitoes are still, you know, obviously are pretty bad with all this rain, so I'd have to really slather down. Won't be happening tomorrow or Friday, but we'll see about over the weekend if the weather genuinely feels nicer and things work out. Maybe Saturday or Sunday we could have a day of mowing and a day of pulling. We'll see. Usually I don't like to do it 2 days back to back, but we kind of need to get caught up. The stilt grass would be putting down seeds right now, so anything we can pull potentially saves more from being in the yard next year. Good morning! Hi, sweet pea. There you go. Hi. Hello, hello. Hi. Good girl. Good girl. Donnie, I do not know how in the world it got to be 11 o'clock. Yeah. When we got up at 8. So we need to go drop off with FedEx, which is a return of Don's laptop for his prior contract, and a drop off at UPS, which is
the 5G gateway internet
for T-Mobile. Equipment going back to T-Mobile now that we have Starlink. And I told Don, sure, no problem. I'd be glad to go in while he stays with the car. Absolutely. But please, can we do that before we walk? Because I've been going non-stop for 3 hours and I want to sit down for a minute. I am making him requested that we go to the FedEx drop-off next to Guardian Angel so that I can pop in and tell the girls that Michelle and I are shopping Friday instead of tomorrow. we've moved our shopping day this week, which I was super stoked that Michelle was able to move it. And yeah, but I was cleaned fountains outside and then cleaned cat water bowls in the house, and then I got going through my inventory for the 3D printed tea light holder and up and down the attic stairs to haul a Lego thing or two, and I mean, I'm just wore out. It's only 11 o'clock. I look forward to going and sitting with Gray in the afternoon for an hour, because I usually fall asleep for 5 or 10 minutes. And she's all lovey-dovey. And I actually get to sit down while I edit the video. I'll be looking forward to it today, too. So are you on FSD?
No.
We'll get on FSD.
Well, you didn't put an address in.
Oh, okay. I didn't? Yeah, she's trying to take you somewhere. I'll handle that. We do have a new card in the personal dash cam that we have, not the Tesla cam, but ours. And I did put in Guardian Angel for Dawn now, so Jules knows where she's going. And you know, I keep on upping the camera to show last dashboard when we're looking out, like for the Cybertruck drive or for when we're in Jules. But as far as getting more of the centered area in front of the car, it looks like maybe when I show a little bit more of the dashboard, it's actually better than me raising it. You know, I've been trying to tell the gimbal camera that I know better than it about where it should be for a level view, and maybe that's been not good. So I'm not going to adjust it here, because I watched the Cybertruck video and went, and we waved, that you know, it was too much of the A-pillar on the right and not enough out over the center of what the car was seeing. And Don and I both sort of did it. And maybe that's because of, like I said, the height of where I was telling the eyeball to look instead of letting it choose. So anyway, we were actually able to get both packages taken care of here in the Guardian Angel shopping center. Don went in and took the FedEx box, came into Little Angel, Thriftronics, the electronics store. We bought 2 $5 very large tarps. Seemed like a really good deal. That's insurance to never need it to put over a hole in the roof. And then I went in the big store and said hi. And then Don's like, I think this store will take the UPS package too. And apparently it took the UPS package too.
Yeah, we'll be, we're going to change our normal drop-off. Of course, these only open Monday through Friday type situation, but
well, both are convenient. Here to start into Guardian Angel, and the other official UPS store to go into Harris Teeter.
That's right.
Anyway, I think we're going to go walk now.
Yes, I think so. I have learned to check my watch to make sure the numbers are counting before I say it's tracking my walk.
Yeah, I've forgotten a few times lately. It's really frustrating. Although yesterday, at least it said, would you like to add these 8 minutes to your walk that you're starting?
This is Android. We don't get those kind of options. You can't touch it. If it ain't tracking it, you don't get it.
Right. Somebody donated the little girl's bicycle outside the electronics recycle bin over there. I wish they'd just take it up to Guardian Angel, but some people don't approve of that, of that store and the mission to gain money for Alzheimer's research and respite care in North Carolina. I don't understand, but you know, some people are very anti-Guardian Angel. It's kind of hard for me to believe, but so they're going to get to mow the lawn. I guess it's dry enough. They're finishing up the very last of the painting. I see a bicycle sign going to go there. There are fire ant mounds everywhere. Up in the mountains, they got yellow jackets attacking people. They've all been displaced, and I'd say we've had so much rain here that I've got one bite because I reached down to get a piece of trash on my left hand. But it's like this all over the park. It's not good, and I can see them down there. It's not good. Now, there is a dog left in a vehicle up by this community center with only one window down, about 4 inches. And when the sun's been coming in and out, it gets hot quick. And Don went inside and talked to somebody. The dog is currently okay, but it's not okay if the sun comes out and it's going to be left there for an hour.
I could have stuck my hand down in it and the window's cracked enough I could open the door. So, but the dog's not suffering. But on general principle, it's just not right.
Yeah, it's not a car capable of running air conditioning, and there's no air conditioning on, and it's just not right. So we're monitoring the situation since the dog is not presently distressed.
The lady said she was going to check the camera.
Yeah.
So she can find out who it was announced. And then if not, she's going to call the police.
Yeah. Yeah, and if I don't see the police show up, I will call the non-emergency number. The owner came back, I think, with a second dog and got in the car, and then 5 to 10 minutes later drove away. I assume he turned it on and had the air going. And you know, this was not one of those animal abuse situations. Haul him off. We don't have enough owners for pets. He was an older gentleman, and I just think he may have been outside where he could visibly see the car and we just didn't see him. Or anyway, I always give people the benefit of the doubt when it comes to stuff. I don't think his intentions were, I'm going to go off and leave my dog to suffer, you know.
Yeah, and I don't, that he didn't care.
But, you know, the shirt that says, sorry, easily distracted by cats. I know, like, I go out to the garage and Don thinks I'm coming right back, and he knows me enough to know now that I probably stopped to pet a cat. Or two, and it took longer than you would have thought to like run to get something. If something's on the stove, Don covers my you know what.
Yeah.
And it happens to, my point is, it happens to people. You take longer than you think.
Yeah.
And bad stuff can happen. Anyway, the dog's fine. Yeah, I don't think I think the owner loved his dog.
Yeah.
I'm glad it was a story with a
happy
ending. My ghosts are done. See ya. So there's little black pieces you print, and then you put them in the holes. I didn't have to use supports. It didn't tell me to use supports. Turned out just fine. Sure, I'm a lucky girl. Don's putting on blue so I can make some 4th of July stars in red, white, and blue, and this sparkle red, which is going to be some maple tree leaves to go with pumpkins. Think cornucopia, think Thanksgiving. I already have the pumpkins in this color with this stem, but I need some leaves, so the sparkle red, maybe some in yellow. I'll think about it. We'll see how they turn out in the sparkle red, and I'll decide afterward. My job is to tell him what I want and shuffle the boxes around for him. And his job is to pull it out, put it in, and seal it up.
That's right.
It kind of takes two of us. I mean, I know what I want, but Don, you know, I might not enjoy this whole thing as much if Don didn't help as much as he helps.
Right.
I would say it goes a long way to having a partner with it.
Yeah.
It had better not rain here today. I mean, I just wait. I came out and I got in Jules, and it was pretty sunny up by the garage, and I couldn't see these clouds, and I thought to myself, you know, it really is starting to feel like it's drying out a little bit. Oh God, I'm running an errand, and it's 3:20 in the afternoon, and I forgot it's not safe to come this way. Oh no. Well, we have a few sprinkles, but it hasn't actually rained more than a trace, so hopefully it'll stay that way. Errand accomplished. I'm on my way back to the house, and let's just say that I find it quite convenient in a Tesla to insert myself into traffic in a timely and efficient manner. And yeah, I grabbed Jules. My wallet was in Jules, and I just I didn't want to risk getting Ruby dirty, and that was before I knew that it was going to potentially rain while I was out. So I'm really, really glad I didn't drive Ruby now. You can't see Donnie's head right now, but he's up front, and he is getting Ruby primed and ready. Wave again. Primed and ready for tomorrow, because we will
wax on,
wax off. I think that was lights. I think it was lights, but yeah. So you determined she was good enough not to have to start from scratch?
You know, it's one thing if we were just going to go 10 miles into Cary, but we're going to drive, what, 90 miles up there? So, I mean, it's sort of a little silly.
Yeah, she won't be perfect when we get there anyway. Yeah, and the kids are not going to scrutinize that car show thing next Thursday. That's a different matter. Of course, I don't guess we can win anything with a dent in the back bumper, but yeah, it's okay.
well loved.
Right. Highest mile electric vehicle at the show.
So, yeah,
I think we could win that one. I didn't, you know, just at the show, like there'll be 5 electric cars there. I bet Ruby has the most miles. All right. I blew the driveway. I don't like for Dawn to be out there cleaning on cars with a dirty parking pad, and then we take off in the morning. And I've got to get busy on dinner. So that's next for me. Catch my breath.
Hey, Donnie.
One Helene thing of note. You know, Biden landed in RDU today for a briefing and assessments, and I don't know exactly what all he did or where he did it. I'm not trying to sound like I do, but he's in North Carolina today evaluating Helene, and he has decided to immediately allocate 1,000 troops from Fort Liberty out west, out to northern, western North Carolina, WNC. I mean, that's great. They sound like they need the help. We talked to a friend out there today that said in his area, which is heavily damaged, roads are out. Yeah. He's not seen one rescue worker since the storm. Yeah. Since the storm, which I assume is because A, there aren't enough of them, and B, places farther south in the mountains are in even worse shape than where he is.
Right, but he did say he was in Boone, and he saw at least, he thought, close to 1,000 kids, college kids, in orange t-shirts or yellow t-shirts or something through some
something Samaritan
thing. And
sorry, we didn't get it right. Yeah, he was really bragging on the young adults that were helping.
Really pitching in, doing it. They were crawling up under things, pulling out insulation, piling up trash in piles along the side of the road. Yeah, well, he said he'd never seen people work so hard. Young people work so hard. So yeah. And he's an old carger like me, so him saying that means a lot.
Right. Wow, the Vidalia onion and garlic smells great. The cauliflower's cooking. I've got a pound of pork and beef here. And I'm making this tonight, so when we come back tomorrow, we'll just get to heat stuff up. I'm not building tonight while dinner cooks. I am putting away things that have come that I haven't put away so I can find them when I need them. And, you know, it's a lot of work. I need parts. I have parts coming from Michigan, and there's a shipping label, but I'm not even sure they're on the way yet. So I thought it would be a good day to take a break and put parts where I can find parts. There are my maple leaves with the sparkly red. Let's see. Oh yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Oh wow, Donnie, this is seeing the craft come to fruition here.
Yeah, a lot of work.
Yeah, it's a lot of printing going on there. I like it. Yeah. I guess the only other thing that I would think for Halloween, it wouldn't be bad if I had a little jack-o'-lantern circle.
Oh, gotta have jack-o'-lantern.
If I could find one.
Gotta find a jack-o'-lantern.
Because I haven't designed these.
That's right.
I've just decided what color to print them.
Yeah.
And Don glued the candy corn and the ghost together for me. This is the first time we've done anything but a... Sorry, I zoomed in, so that's making things difficult. This is the first time that I've done anything but a little test fit. Yes, the hole is the right millimeters wide thing.
It's tight.
Yeah.
Right on the door wall. Some of them are a little looser than the others. Some of them are really tight.
Yeah. Well, I figured if one was in a vibrated or had a problem, we just put a piece of double-sided sticky tape.
Gonna, like, come off? I don't
No, it's not going to come off. But if it was over time with swapping out things for different months, I would use double-sided sticky tape, maybe. Yeah. So there's the pumpkin that goes with the leaf, and we found some bronze silk that I haven't used yet. We've used gold and we've used brown, but we haven't used bronze silk. So I'm going to make some leaves in that color too. But I'm not done printing all of the sparkly red ones I want. There it is, hanging on the door. I wanted a place I would really see it a lot during the day. And I had the front door is around the corner and it's dark and it needs to be repainted. And Dawn suggested the bedroom door over here, so I did that. I'm pretty happy. Let me show you glow in the dark. I charged it up with a flashlight. That's pretty cool. Of course, I guess it would be nice if the ghosts were also, but they They don't have white glow in the dark. Basically, you get green, pink, blue, or orange, but they don't really have a white glow in the dark. So, unfortunately, ghosts aren't glowing.